Now, the most common serve used in volleyball is the floater. This is you're standing on the ground and you're contacting the ball, and the best part of the floater is there's very little spin in the ball. As that ball is coming at you, it's going to do this kind of action, and it might drop left, it might drop to the right, it might actually raise up, but it's very difficult for a passer to pass. Now, we like the velocity on the floater to be about 35 miles an hour. You can actually get a speed gun and figure out how hard you're serving. Now, keys to the floater, we talked about earlier. We want to try to contact the ball at the midline with a very firm hand, almost like a paddle. We're going to toss in front of our hitting shoulder, and we're going to strike the ball as hard as we can. Go ahead, let's go ahead and try some floaters here. Same thing, we step, toss in front of our hitting shoulder, and we get a good contact. Now, we love for our servers to serve this ball below the antenna. This makes it more difficult for the passers. Very good. Good float serve. You can see there's very little spin on the ball. Nice job. The next progression off of the float serve is a standing topspin. Now, the standing topspin is not as accurate as the float serve, but it's much more powerful. You could probably serve this, even a young player can serve it 40 to 45 miles an hour. So you're going to pick up some power, but you're going to lose some accuracy. Now, the key when you're serving a topspin serve, we still toss the ball in front of our hitting shoulder, but instead of tossing it out in this area, we might toss it right above our hitting shoulder or maybe slightly behind. And instead of hitting the ball with a very firm hand at the equator, we're going to have a very loose hand, and we're going to hit underneath the ball and roll up, over, and through the ball, creating the topspin on the ball. Go ahead, let's show some standing topspin serves. Again, much looser hand and wrist. You can see the players might toss this ball with a little bit of topspin on it to help get the ball in rotation. Again, and step, toss, and hit. One more time. And step, toss, and hit. Very good. Now, in the last 10 or 15 years, volleyball has become a very vertical game. And the jump serve and the jump float serve have really become a big part of the serving game. The jump float serve requires an approach. The approach is not unlike your regular approach when you're attacking the volleyball. You're going to step with your left, jump straight up, and contact with the same hand as you would with a float serve. Very rigid, very firm, contacting at the equator of the ball, driving the ball. It's very difficult for a passer to determine trajectory and speed when a ball is coming straight at them. The jump float allows you to hit the ball from a higher contact point, driving that ball flat, or even some players can drive the ball down. Let's go ahead and let's try some jump float serves. Again, it's left, jump straight up, hit the ball with a very firm hand. Good. One of the most important components of the jump serve is the toss. You can see the tossers are tossing it in front of them, high enough to make high contact, in front of their hitting shoulder, and you can see the ball is in the court. This allows them to get maximum momentum on a good approach to get them into the court to hit the ball as hard as they can. Toss the ball high into the court, that's your best chance of getting a great jump serve. Good. Now, the primary difference between the jump float serve and the jump topspin serve is you can hit that topspin serve a lot harder. The way you do that is instead of having a firm hand jumping and hitting the ball with a very flat, firm hand, now you're going to have a loose hand. You're going to hit below the ball, hit through the ball, creating the topspin and thus creating the power. That's what's going to give you the type of spin and power that you need to really overpower the serve receive. Let's go ahead and try some of those. Now, Evie's left-handed, so she's going to show right, left, right. Go ahead. Good, good topspin, and she hits that ball hard. Good. And up and hit that ball. You can hear by their hand contact on the ball how hard they're hitting this. We think you can serve this in excess of 50 miles an hour, even at the high school level. Excellent. We don't worry so much about placement on this. We worry more about power and speed and trying to break apart the defense, the serve-receive patterns. One more time for Marie. Good job.